Hello everybody, it is I, your favorite VTuber Android Airhead, and I am back with yet more Pokemon ZA. If you don't remember from last time, basically, we were fighting the mob. Also, ghosts are fighting me. Anyway, the mob has put us in debt, as the mob usually does. And now we are working for the mob. Things aren't going great. Let's see. Fucking... One, that takes care of that. Alright, also we have to kill some rogue Pokemon. That's basically what's going on. There's not a lot of other stuff to say, but mostly that. How the hell am I gonna get up there? No, wait. Do I have to go through here, or... Okay. A man is lost in Lego City. A man may or may not have also forgotten some of the controls in Lego City. Okay. I just gotta work my way around here. It's probably on top of the building. There. Up. I will say, platforming in games that aren't primarily meant for platforming have been kind of the bane of my existence. I've noticed, just in general. This Expedition 33 also had some bits where it was like... Expedition 33 is not a game made for platforming, but it still had some. Granted, that was all optional stuff, so I can't really complain about it, but more like... You know, it's just funny to me. Okay, new question. How the hell do I get up here? Oh, fuck! Nope. I am fault. Okay. Excellent. So, hey, Lolbus, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Okay, new thing I need to figure out is how to actually get to where I'm going. Maybe just go on top of another building and, like, fly over, but... Okay, probably not there. Maybe it's in the sewer. That would make more sense. Alright. Ah, here we are. The idea of this guy, like, just being a bunch of worms inside of a rock that forms a person is kind of cool. I have seen his Mega. I think it looks really cool. I guess this Barbaracle is our light at the end of the tunnel here. I wonder how many Binnacle make up a Mega Barbaracle. One of these days I'll say it right. Alright. So I guess what we should be thinking about is how to handle this battle. Barbaracle becomes rock and fighting type and it Mega evolves. I'll figure something out. The concentration of Mega power in your vicinity is rising rapidly. Mega evolution evident. Let's make sure your Pokemon are all healed up before we try and take it on. Let's see though, rock and fighting type. Do I have anything that specifically goes against that? I mean, I do have Gardevoir, but whatever. Starry and I are gonna give this all we got. I feel like the police should handle this. That brings up a question. What is the Pokemon police? Well, I guess that's technically us, but... The people who, like, arrest Pokemon that are doing crazy things. Like animal control, but for Pokemon. When you said hello back, my YouTube froze so bad I had to restart it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at... Hold on. Before that, look at Mega Barbaracle. There we go. Get the shards, get the there. Bit. Never mind. Good old Feraligatr is gonna handle everything. Big Choomper! Choomp! Yeah, my scuff curse has been added to my phone. It's kind of like a computer virus that just affects everything, really. It's Choomp o'clock! Thank you, Feraligatr. Oh, fuck, he's getting... Oh, he's getting the shit kicked out of him. Alright. Hold on. Heal, heal, heal. Shit, what button? There. Okay. Yeah, we're good. The Megas then are recolor step ups I love. Yeah, this one's really good. And phase 2. Alright. Wrong button. Fuck. Oh well. Oh, fuck! Fuck! I did not expect it to go after me. That's on me. Everything went black. And they're like, okay, do you want to know how type advantages work? I'm like, I know how it works. Yes, alright, you. I'm guessing continue with previous progress would put me start at phase 2, which I probably should have done, but here we are. I'll be fine. This is only a few levels under, or it's a few levels under me, so I should, yeah. Perfectly fine. Yeah, just look how cool it is. Look at how, like, the intimidating sort of pose it has. Mega Charizard is an all that impressive example because it's the same guy with slightly more stats and a recolor. I do, however, think the new colors look cool on it. I'm not saying it's the best Mega, but I do like it just for the color palette for it is really cool. Granted, I realize it's not as cool as, like, having a whole ass, like, form change like this guy. But I maintain that it does its job. Kick his ass! Choomp him! And his small... Okay, no, fight him first. Fight him first. Also, fight the little ones. Eat them for sustenance. Oh, fuck! I got caught in that twice. Alright. Huh. Alright, well, I guess... I didn't realize the stream is apparently losing a lot of frames here. Well, we'll see where that goes. Anyway. There. I didn't see that for a minute. Alright, well. I guess I just blipped there for a moment. Yes, I will attempt the battle again. Continue with previous progress. Sure. Progress, you'd carry over the damage you already dealt to this opponent. Sure! Why not? Just keep dancing, Lando. We'll get through this eventually. And I should have done that when I had, like, over halfway dead. Mega Barbaracle. Wrong button. Why did I click Ice Fang? Alright. I also just need to not get that close to it. Why do I bother keep trying to get close to it? Alright. Juniper, you knew he wasn't that close. Why did you try to liquidate from that point? I mean, look at that. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. There we go. Oh fuck, he's gonna use the thing. God damn it. Get away, get away. Oh fuck, I forgot that I'm Water Dragon. He's gonna kill me with that. Come on, a little more, and you can take him out. Right, Clawitzer was using Ice Beam, okay. You got this. Just jump him. Liquidate. Liquidize. There we go. Alright, and we're good. Barbara site. When you want to Mega Evolve Barbara. Great job, Arrowhead. Something that actually people say on this channel relatively often. It's usually after several hours of me trying to beat something. Ah. Hey, it's that dog. Not gonna lie, kind of forgot that Zygarde was here. If Mega Power continues to overflow and saturate this city, do you not fear that every Pokemon in Lumiose may succumb to Rogue Mega Evolution? You see, I don't, because not every Pokemon here can Mega Evolve. Unfortunately. I would expect nothing less from one of those whom Zygarde sees potential in. There is something you should know. This disaster of Mega Power spilling forth over Lumiose, I have reason to believe it began at much the same time as the renovation work on Prism Tower. This suggests that Quasartico Inc. has some connection to what's happening. Era triumphant moments feel like when an antagonist analyzes a villain. Yup, after a whole arc of getting their ass kicked. Usually. Perhaps Zygarde wishes me to investigate that connection. I believe Zygarde is wielding me as an instrument for the betterment of Lumiose. It intrigues me. Then you have Zygarde over there and it's like... Rah, zap. And it bothers me none. And Zygarde's a dog. Or a giant super weapon. After all, my wish has always been to make a more beautiful city. A more beautiful world. Lysanderoth! You were behind all this? For that, I'm counting on your help. Until we meet again. Notice there was an X patch on his left knee and a Y patch on his right elbow. Ah, that's a fun little design thing. It's weird how Prism Tower keeps coming up in all this, huh? AZ was worried about that too, wasn't he? Before the renovation started, Prism Tower was open for anyone to go in and climb up. You're canonically just a Super Saiyan Android hybrid. Oh yeah, I'm a Saiyan Android hybrid. Sure, that's part of the lore. Just doing the Vegeta method of getting Zenkai boosts. Exactly. Every time I die, I get, I would say 10 times, but it's probably closer to like 1% stronger. There's some towers open for anyone to go in and climb up. I wonder if they closed it down because they're trying to hide something. Oh, before I forget, let me heal Big Chooper and our other hard-working Pokemon. Now I gotta get going. Star, you and I have to work on our coordination so we can help those poor rogue Pokemon better. Okay. Rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon successfully pacified. There are 2 remaining Pokemon at risk of undergoing Rogue Mega Evolution. Yep. And I will eat them both. Okay, where are the other 2? There's the Rogue Mawile here. I have not been as attentive when trying to like go through the wild zones as I probably should have been at this point. I probably have a lot more XP candies to work with if I had just gone and caught all the Pokemon. But due to my distinct desire to get certain shiny Pokemon that I have not been able to get, I haven't spent as much time doing the actual things I should be doing. Such is the way of Pokemon. Okay, alright, so I can get up here at least. Climb. You know what, I'm gonna screw as well. I said falling completely off the thing I was trying to climb. Okay, 3rd time's the charm. There's no way I can mess this up twice. It's a simple roll thing. That's it. Okay. There. Where the hell is the ladder? It's up here. Alright. I assume. BNG City ain't exactly my favorite place even at night. I mean, I think this city is mostly fine. Granted, yeah, it's not like the most diverse looking location, but I will say as far as getting all the stuff in like a relatively compact spot, I think it does a good job of that. Because when you think about it, I like Legends Arceus, and while the environments of Legends Arceus were cool, there was a lot of running just to get places to like go do things. There was a lot of space in between the things that you actually went to go do. This thing's an electric type, so I'm gonna go ahead and just switch on to that. Alright. Fire and ground type moves should do the job well against Mega Mawile. Oh, in that case, Charizard. Not what I was asking about, but yeah, let's go. Your simple tasks are like running gauntlets. Yeah. Especially because I'm usually not necessarily doing it the right way, which is part of the problem, but yeah. When Mega Mawile evolves, its defense and special defense increase, so we're gonna have to really work type matchups to our advantage. The concentration of Mega Power in your vicinity is rising rapidly. Warning, Rogue Mega Evolution is imminent. Sure. Fire and ground type moves should do the job against Mega Mawile. Alright, just set it on fire enough, and eventually it will work. Oh, I like it. It's got like two little hair things now, and they're both mouths. Kind of a nice one. Yeah. I think it's a very, I don't know what other type it is. Maybe steel? Got some mega shards there. Kinda forgot that she had Embor. I mean, look at how much damage that does. That's amazing. Where the fuck is it going? Oh. I do like the amount of variety they've put into the boss fights in this. At the very least, they all feel a little different. Kind of like the whatchamacallem, the like ritual Pokemon in Arceus. Oh fuck. Fuck! I got iframed. If Charizard would get out of the way, I could see. Alright. Oh, fuck. Oh, I didn't even see that. Great. Okay, Charizard, you're getting healed. Great. Actually, a Hyper Potion should... No, that's too little. Alright. Fuck, keep forgetting about the pink ones. Excellent. Mega crystals, thank you. One of them is outside the arena. Fuck. Alright. Just punch it, I guess. One of those worked. There we go. Look at that. Amazing. That right there is why you're the best, boss. God damn it. Don't run after me. What are you doing? Nope. That one's gonna kill me. That one's gonna kill. Alright. This will kill. No, it won't, but it'll get close. Thunder Punch. Thank you, Wrath. Where there's my wheel, there's my way. My wheelite. Yep, I'm a wheel, can evolve, da-da-da-da.
Nicely done. Your Pokemon did so well. Here, I'll get everyone healed up. Arrowhead, everything's a real mess now, isn't it? The whole team's in hot water thanks to me. Taking out that loan was a huge mistake, huh?
Honestly, getting money from the mob in general just seems like kind of a bad idea. I want to say don't worry about it, but functionally, I feel like she should understand that maybe, you know, she ought to investigate her prospects a little more clearly.
That's what I figured. Hazy told me not to worry about the hotel so much, but I really want to repay him for all he's done for me, you know? I just can't see someone who needs help and not do something. I came here to Lumiose to looking for... I came here to I came here to Lumio's looking for someone, but as I got to know this place, I really came to love the city and its people and Pokemon. On that note, I gotta go do some people helping. I heard some angry folks are planning to take to the streets, so I want to make sure no one gets hurt. I think characters that forget loan sharks exist is fucking hilarious considering bank loans normally are absurdly abusive. Yeah, I don't know why anyone would go to, like... Sorry to run. You got it from here, right? I don't know why anyone would go to, like, the mob over, like, an actual establishment. At the very least, like... Sure, a bank loan is usually bad, but, like... At the very least, the conditions are pretty clear, usually. Yeah, what Pokemon Risk of Evolution, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Usually, I feel as though... It's just probably better to go with the more legal option. Okay. Where are we going for the last one? Over here. Gotcha. And it's an Ampharos! For which I have nothing in particular that would be good. That's like going to the Yakuza for a raise instead of discussing with your employer. Unless it's like the Yakuza from Yakuza, at which point it's still a bad idea, but it'd be kind of funnier. You might get caught up in some of the nonsense that happens around them. Alright, what do I want to use here? I don't really have anyone good for this. Alright, Lucario, go for it. How strange. This Holovator seems to have power, but I can't get it to work at all. What's wrong? Oh, hey. Her again. Seems we're being watched. How did you notice me here? How could we not notice? Did you think you were being subtle? Wyatt. I don't remember what voice I did for her. You have a problem, no? How do you know that? Did you do something to the elevator? The Yakuza has clear-cut rules, that's why it's fairly okay idea, just that you're locked into that deal. Yeah, if they're honest about it, then that's one thing, but yeah, it's rough. Your problem may have a solution, if you beat me in battle. People's lives are on the line, dude. Is this girl actually ignoring me? You've got to battle her. Not just to find out what she knows, but to find out what her problem is. Alright. Jumper. Eater balls. Mafias are like selling your soul for money. Banks are like selling your future financial security for a temporary boost in cash. Pretty much, yeah. Provided, of course, that the loan itself is, you know, absurd. But then again, I don't think you'd get a loan unless it is absurd, so... Are we doing this? Yeah. And you're going to die. Revenge will be ours! Unless you can somehow help me fight the mob. You are challenged by Gwyn of the Fist of Justice. Bennett. There we go. Gorgeist. I'm taking your entire adult life to pay is ridiculous. It's really bad, yeah. There we go. Gengar. She has a fair few more Pokemon than before. At least one. She's brought up by like one, I think. How terrifying. I do like how all the trainers have their own, like, poses for the Mega Evolution.
Eat her! Undefeated Chumber! Your Pokemon brim with justice. And a lot of candy. I feed them lots of candy. You really are strong. Sorry, Canary. I couldn't avenge you. Oh, that's it. Wait, I remember you. You were in the Canary Quiz contest. Quiet. You won, so I'll keep my word. Miss Holovator. It's cursed. Can you fix it? Yeah, like... Just kidding, it's not actually cursed. Wonder if Pokemon Exorcist is a job. Go ahead, Chandelure. Sha. I took a momentary detour and turned up the volume on the stream. My ears decided to pop at the same... Oh, that sucks, yeah. See? A naughty phantom was the culprit. Oh, well, thank you. Chandelure and I must protect this city and its people. We can't hope to save our reputations from Ivor's recklessness any other way. I'll win the next Quiz contest. My love for Canary is much greater than yours. You'll see. I'm sorry that I made you battle. Here, I'll heal your Pokemon. Looking it up, Thaumaturgy isn't a commonly shown theme. Yeah, I mean, I think theoretically though, with the amount of ghost Pokemon there are, you know, or psychics, you know. Pokemon Exorcists, Pokemon Psychics. That could be something. Well, that explains her problem with me. But if she thinks she can out-quiz me, she's wrong. It's weird considering what we've seen legendaries and ghost types do. Yeah, some of them just straight up, like, change people's dreams or, like, phase into and out of people. Some of them turn into people, you know. And up. There. And... Patra out of the boxes. What is your wisdom? Thank you. Alright. Oh, it's one of the blue Flabebs. There we go. Oh. We just loop around here. Alright. Fuck! Alright, back up we go. There are no simple ways to get to the roof in this game, are there? I guess walking there is fairly simple, but like... I get not everyone wants a ladder just hanging off the side of their house, but still. Climb, climb. Okay. Gonna go slowly this time. Okay. Break this. There we go. I haven't really bought much with the Mega Shards that I have at the moment. Ah, here we are. Bridge. Can I pick this up? Excellent. I know I lose nothing by falling, but it's just knowing that I essentially have to just climb all the way back up that makes me not want to do it. Okay. That, and now we can actually go fight the actually, wait, you. There we go. Actually, I don't really know what types this is when it's legendary. Scrafty's raring to go. Concentration mega powers rising rapidly. Da 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 da. Ampharos will gain the dragon type when it mega evolves. Take care with your type matchups. I think at that point Gardevoir might be a good choice, but I've already got Lucario out and Steel also works. At least for blocking it, so. I like how mystical it looks. Okay, Gardevoir, go for it. Oh, fuck, all the shards got over there. Give me them. Shit. You're really going with the fucking bug? Alright. Local man brings a spider out to fight an electric dragon monster. 4 at 11. There we go, that's some damage, not as much as I would like, but... slowly but surely... I am chipping away at it. There. Wonder why they attack the trainer instead of just attacking the Pokemon shooting it. Maybe because they realize that the Pokemon trainer is the one commanding it. Okay, come on. A little more. And I-framed. Alright. And we lost the Mega. No cursed info. No, don't go there. Fuck. Okay. There.
Norse Tarantula is spotted fighting an electric mouse the size of 4 islands. More at 11, on to the weather. This is where the guy's so funny to me. Yeah, I like that gag too. Of just saying like the most crazy shit you've heard in your life and then being like, and more at 11. There we go, now we're making headway. That was the wrong move, why did I do that? Just keep hitting it until something happens. Local man has barely any idea what he's doing. More at 11. Come on, a little more. Little more. This might do it. There we are. Thank you, Gardevoir. I did always find it funny with the Pokemon anime that Ash never really named his Pokemon for the most part. He just called them what they are. Charizard! Pikachu! Yeah, because they didn't want to make it confusing for children who didn't know maybe the names of the Pokemon, but still. Ampharocyte. Helps Ampharos Mega Evolve. That's what you need to know there. That was quite the battle. I'll heal our Pokemon. Facing these rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon can be scary, but I know they need our help. Now, the Rust Syndicate. They're the ones I'm truly afraid of. Now, the Rust Syndicate, they're the ones I'm truly afraid of. I'd rather not deal with them at all. Impressive work, Team MZ. Oh, impressive work, Team MZ. I've been going around searching for cases of rogue Mega Evolution in the hopes of running into Zygarde and that mysterious L person, but no big breakthroughs yet. L's action certainly seems suspicious, but I don't get the sense that he has any bad intentions. I think he's investigating the user of the Death Note. Please let me know if you find out anything important about L, okay? See you around. Also, you should do a reaction stream where it's just, who's that Pokemon in the anime, see if you get it. Most of the answer is Pikachu. That actually would be kind of funny as like a little thing, like... I remember that one, I think it was a Vine, where it's like, who's that Pokemon? And the guy's like, it's Pikachu! And then it wasn't, and he's like, ah! And then it just cuts off. Being a detective seems like a lot of work. I'd better go as well. I got things of my own to take care of. I'll see you later. There are no remaining Pokemon at risk of undergoing Mega Evolution. Alright. Back to home base, where we will talk about it, and then we will deal with the mob. Oh, I didn't know that, actually. Status moves as plus moves get, like, an improvement to their effect. Huh. I guess it makes sense. They had to get some way to have them work with plus moves, but that's interesting. I didn't know that. Also means it might be a viable strategy for using that over just having a Mega Evolved Pokemon. So, we all survived another round of calming rogue Pokemon, I take it? But where's Tawny? He didn't come back with you? I wonder, is it just a job as a trainer to solve these cases, or are we just doing the job of Pokemon control? Probably the second thing. Yeah, I imagine that because there are so many trainers, they just don't hire anyone to do it. They just let people make the Pokemon fight for them, essentially.
Really? Now? So she's got time to help everyone else, but not the friends who helped to clean up her mess?
Corbo. I don't remember who Corbo is, but it's... Oh, wait. Ah, whatever. Hello. Oh. Corbo, I think, is the guy who works at the Rust Syndicate. Never mind. Hello. I figure you might have all arrived back at the hotel after this long. I suppose I can drop the act. Look, we are always watching you. You're smart enough to know what that means, right? So, how about it? Ready for your first job? There's a car waiting for you and there's a gun in the glove box. You figure out what happens next. We got a small bunch of troublemakers holed up in one of the old buildings in the Blue District. I need you to teach them a lesson. If the Rust Syndicate takes direct action, it could draw a bit too much attention. That's why I'd like Team MZ to handle this for us. Just think of it as doing the city a service. Anyway, don't let me keep you. Good luck.
Also, why aren't the police dealing with the... I guess the Rust Syndicate technically isn't doing anything that's strictly super illegal. But I do think having the conditions in the fine print on the page is pretty rough, so, huh.
So the Rust Syndicate is putting us to work after all.
Seems so.
Guess we've got no choice but to get started.
Do we need to teach a lesson to some troublemakers in the Blue District? She's saying that like it's like a Mad Lib. So we need to teach a lesson to some troublemakers in the Blue District? I don't like the sound of that.
I might suggest we leave dealing with any troublemakers to Arrowhead.
Why? Maybe I could think of other ways to get some cash flowing in to fix all this. Maybe Emma could use some part-time help.
If only I had more sewing commissions.
Maybe we could ask for a loan from the people who we are helping to, you know, stop all the Mega Evolutions from. Quasitico Incorporated seems like they had a lot of money. Putting that one out there. Okay. Just two random dudes. The top of his hair is like perfectly flat. It's actually kind of incredible. You Arrowhead? The one Mr. Corbo was talking about? Yep. What was the boss thinking sending the kid? Yeah, well, whatever. Been waiting for you. See, I just started running out this building. But a bunch of troublemakers moved in while it was empty and they haven't left. It's a real pain. Head on in if you're ready to take care of those troublemakers. Head on in if you're ready to take on those troublemakers. I need to read more clearly. A new activity. Evict people from their apartments. Wonder, it's just... Oh, I read that already. Look over there. Oh. It's Pokemon. See that crowd of wild Pokemon? They're the troublemakers. Well, I'll let you handle this. I'll be over there in the corner until you're done. Watching. I'm gonna know. Up. Didn't mean to do that. Not you. I was trying to get him. Oh, fuck.
cool, I got a Gengar. Not even having the trade. Alright. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh hey, it's a painting of that one guy from Legends Arceus, the professor. Oh, that's cool. Why is he facing... Is he scared of ghosts? Pokemon! Gotta lease them all! Sounds like a gag for a real estate special. You know, there's already a Pokemon Cafe game. I'm surprised there's not like a Pokemon Building Manager game. Is it done? Did you get rid of those pesky Pokemon? Thank you so much! Now I can finally get started on moving my office here. Pretty impressive. The person you sent did the trick, Corbo. Thank you very much. Of course you did. It's the Rust Syndicate's job to look after any citizen who needs help. I was just stopping by to make sure you handled the job properly. Yeah, nothing better to do, huh? You must know there are a lot of wild Pokemon coming to Lumiose these days, right? Wazartico's Holotech does a pretty good job of keeping them in set areas and out of trouble. But some make their way into the city and cause problems for the people and other Pokemon. Pokemon, gotta loan them all! With its Pokemon Loan and Pokemon, Debt. Those are the two editions. This trend has forced some Pokemon out of their usual habitats and into our living spaces. It's tough not having a place where you belong. It was the same for me back when I was a kid. You went through something like that too? The famous Fearless Corbo? But wait, that makes it sound like we're the bad guys, using those Gengar from their home. Pokemon and Animal Crossing game would be so great. There is something kinda like that coming out in Pokopia, where there's like a Ditto impersonating a human, and then they like have to build a home for a bunch of Pokemon. But yeah, Pokemon Animal Crossing game would probably sell like hotcakes. Aw, look at the little guy. Yeah. Looks like you didn't take care of every last troublemaker, did you? Looks like you didn't take care of every last troublemaker, did you? Well, that's sloppy work. So, what are you gonna do with that Pokemon? I'll look after it and see how things go. I feel bad chasing it out of its home. I think we can live together, at least for now. Pokemon Debt and Pokemon Investment would be great addition titles too, yeah. Brings a whole new meaning to the Pokemon Bank, you know? And there's Pokemon Home! Foreclosure. I got your next job ready. I need you to help out one of my people. We'll be on the riverbank near the electrical substation. Is it Canary again? I need you to take care of some undesirable elements down there. Hey, Jumper. How you doing? What are some other ones that would be pretty good? It's like Pokemon... Pokemon Health Insurance and Pokemon, Healthcare. Pokemon Broken Arm and Pokemon Broken Leg. Let's see, also something that I find kind of funny is that, like, I don't think Scarlet and Violet are really, like, that super opposite colors, because, like, Scarlet's not, or, like, Violet's not a shade of blue. Like, Scarlet and Indigo I would have gotten, but, like, then they did Indigo Disc, and then, you know. Add reader voice. Pokemon Mortgage and Rent, available for purchase now. Land not included. Pokemon Mansion and Pokemon Hooverville. For those who don't know, Hooverville was a term for, like, a huge community of homeless people back in, like, the Depression era, I think? Not entirely sure about that one. Something along those lines, though. Named for President Hoover. Anyway. Pokemon World War I and Pokemon World War II. No one is having fun. Alright. You're Arrowhead, right? Yep. I'm just eager to do all my work. Great, follow me. Can you imagine, like, SpongeBob, but working for the mob? Bye! Mr. Krabs, I broke that guy's arms. Oh, good job, SpongeBob. He stole my money. Just like the idea of someone being very uppity and, like, happy while doing some heinous stuff. I need you to destroy all the Mega Crystals here in the sewers. There's a lot of them. Be ready to break a sweat. You can keep any Mega Shards you find when you destroy the Mega Crystals. Good luck. So far, they seem to be only doing jobs that help people, which I guess makes sense considering this is technically a kid's game, but, like... Not even technically, it just is. But, you know... There we go, got it. Skrelp. Did that a little preemptively, but, you know. How many Mega Crystals are there? Hey, it's an Inkay. So harmless I can just walk up and grab it. Archetype you could describe as jab from Yachiakta. You know, that's fair. Yep. You remember the Meet the Power Trap from TF2? That's a Pokemon game would be sick. In the final mission, we realized the destruction we caused. Yeah, Pokemon hallucination, or like Pokemon mushrooms and Pokemon acid. It's all about the dangers of drugs. Alright, one more to go. Destroyed all the Mega Crystals, nice. Alright, I got a few. It's fine. Good work in there. Letting those Mega Crystals grow willy-nilly could make this sewer real crowded for Pokemon. So we and the rest of the kit try to clean them up. On the boss's orders, obviously. What are Mega Crystals anyway? I've heard they're chunks of Mega Power. But that just begs the question of what in the world Mega Power is, right? In any case, the Mega Crystals are gone, so let's go. I still think Mega Greninja should have been the Battle Bond Greninja. Thanks for taking care of that pesky mess down there. Say, is it true you're going around calming rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon? Yep. I see. One more question. I know a guy showed up after you calmed one of those rogue Pokemon recently. Who was he? You don't even know his real name, huh? L stands for... Light... No. What's your favorite song of yours recently? Let's see. Good songs that came out recently. I like, Magic by Ado definitely is a recent one that I like. I also like, Callie's opening for Gachiakta. Let's Just Crash. That's pretty good. I like Golden Balance. One of the things that come out recently that I listened to. I don't listen to a lot of Western music much anymore, outside of, like Queen and, like, AC/DC. I thought Mega Power was just Gauge who's produced by Rox. You know what? Sure, why not? Let's just go with that explanation. Lantern Cheeky, sure. Well, that gentleman's name is Lysander. Lysanderoth. He is, or was, a very wealthy and generous businessman, who also tried firing a death laser. He helped me out when I was a kid, provided me with support since I had no family to rely on. I don't know why he did what he did 5 years ago, or what he's been up to since. But if he's alive, it means I can repay him for everything he's done for me. Oh, but look at me, talking to myself. You better not breathe a word of this to anyone, understand? Otherwise, that interest, it might become a lot more of an issue for you. I recommend some songs made by the Vanished People. They mix English with a little bit of Japanese. Okay, Vanished People, I'll keep that in mind. The Vanished People. It's a cool name for a band. I guess a music group, not necessarily a band, but yeah. Anyway, I have another job for you. I got a little problem with some outsiders causing trouble on our turf. It might get nasty. But you should be able to handle it for me, right? You'll know what's up if you head to the battle court near Centrico Plaza. Go take care of it. And she heard all that too, so she can't say anything either. You heard the boss's orders. You better listen to him. Can't even dive onto it. Alright, well, anyway, grab. Army Pearl. Alright. Where am I going? Here. Need to remember to open my eyes. Risk of Rain got an update recently. Or Risk of Rain 2, I should say. And, let me tell you, it's difficult. Not like super difficult, but difficult enough to the point where it's like... It's given me some trouble. Essentially. The bosses in it are beating my ass. Alright. Oh no, what's about to happen? Now, for you, Roselia, I'd strongly suggest having it learn the special move Giga Drain. It's true that its current move, Poison Sting, has an appealing additional effect. However, you should note that it's a physical move. I would also suggest Calcium for Roselia, but I realize your pocket money might be limited. Risk of Rain is just if you took Risk of Rain 2 and made it in Terraria's art style. That's kind of what I heard, yeah, it's like, it's a lot more like 2D and flat and stuff. Are you here for some battle advice as well? Can you talk to these fancy pants for us? They're from the Society of Battle Connoisseurs. We were just having battles on our own when they came up and started lecturing us. I bet they're trying to show off to us because nobody their own age will put up with them. You think you can take us on? You do look somewhat capable. If nothing else, it should provide a nice warm-up for our next gathering. They're wearing like fancy clothes, huh? Very well. If you feel you're ready to face the two of us, then come speak to me. Sure. Alright. Give me this little motherfucker's ass. Let's go! Take your balls out! He's like, I am sorry. You seem quite confident in your skills, but do you really think you can beat both of us? Yeah. We participate in very advanced battles at the Society of Battle Connoisseurs. Let me show you. A glimpse of our skill. Joined by Francois of the SBC.
Super Ball Club. Huh. What's protecting you now? Pokeballs. No, it's... Yeah, I got it. Take out your balls. I must remain classy even when conquered. See, look, I conquered that guy, and now... Yeah. Honestly, this location is just too drab for my Pokemon to show their full potential. Garchomp is nothing on my tomb. Yeah, although I do need to find a Garchomp. I like Garchomp. I will make sure the names of the Society of Battle Connoisseurs remains untarnished. Prepare yourself, for I am far stronger than him. My love for Pokemon battles knows no bounds. You are challenged by Vivica of the SBC. Aromatisse. It would be funny if they were using like meta Pokemon and strats that only really work in like the older games. Well, clearly it's a fairy type, but like how much of a fairy type? And dead. What I'm learning from this is that she really likes fairy types. Come on. One more. There we go. I must appear luminous even in loss. Impossible. Impossible. We're both members of Jacint's illustrious Society of Battle Connoisseurs. You shouldn't be able to defeat the two of us. I've heard of Jacint. I heard her theme was really good. This will leave a stain on the reputation of our esteemed society and tarnish our brand. I think we need to call for reinforcements to sort this out. Hello there, you two. I had word you've been acting like you own this place. Too bad you had to go and lose to a kid. People are on edge as it is these days, what with all the wild Pokemon showing up in town. Hardly seems like a good time to be going around troubling our city's children, now does it? You're Corbo of the Rust Syndicate, aren't you? Wonder, how do you feel about the recent trend in cozy slasher horror games? I don't know what that means off the top of my head. Is it like horror games that don't seem like horror games at first? Kind of like, Actually, I can't even name it off the top of my head. Like that one fishing game where it's like a normal fishing game until it isn't. Someone who fancies himself some kind of outlaw hero for the masses. So you sent this boy here to humiliate us. Well, we'll have our revenge someday. You all should head home for the day too, kiddos. Watch out for any strangers. I think stuff like Charizard makes. I'll have to look that up. I haven't seen much of that. I'll be honest, as far as indie games go, I haven't really kept up with a lot of like big releases. There are like a few coming out that I'm looking up for, like Threads of Time. I think looks pretty cool. But I don't know. I'll check out. I'll keep my. I really should pay close attention to indie games because not only are they cheaper than most AAA games, but they're usually, nowadays at least, kind of more worth playing. More experimental, as it were. I don't think of myself as a hero, you know. Someone has to take action. That's all. Good, I don't think of you as a hero either. Anyway, you really are strong, aren't you? And yet you don't boast to show off. Why, no one even knows that you're the one common rogue Pokemon. You're an interesting one. Please, I must ask you to desist. This is ridiculous. What's happening now? You're coming with me to find out. Good thing, boss. Oh boy. As I have said many times already, there is absolutely no cause for you to be concerned. You say that, but who knows what you're doing behind the scenes?
The number of wild zones keeps increasing. Isn't that the true goal of your redevelopment plan?
Arrowhead and Corbeau, sir?
Now here's an unexpected pairing. CEO of Quasartico Inc. and Tawny together, huh? Care to explain all the ruckus?
You heard the rumors that Quasartico's behind all the wild Pokemon coming to the city, right? We want to hear the truth from the CEO. But those rumors are ridiculous. I came here because I'd heard these people might try to start something with Quasartico. And good thing I did. This crowd won't listen to reason.
Well, you do have 2 superpowered animals with you that can dispense reason. And who are you two? We're trying to keep our city safe. You're gonna get in our way, and you'll have to face my Pokemon. Keep our city safe? Don't make me laugh. Tawny, get the president away from this mess.
Got it. This way, ma'am.
Well, isn't this an interesting turn of events? Now, I'm not sure I ended up protecting a scoundrel who won't even repay a debt. Hey, I mean, you are nicer than you seem. Give me a break. Nice people don't end up in my line of work. Well, yeah, you are trying to rob us, essentially. You play Bonnie's Bakery. It's such a good one-off experience, especially since getting all the endings only takes a few hours. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that in one of the other streams. Yeah. I'll add that to the list, if it isn't already on there, which it might be. Still, I can't just abandon folks who are in trouble. That's below even me. Huh, below me. Come on now, I'll lend a hand. It makes 2 against 1. Never said I'd play nice. We were challenged by the representative of the Lumio Safety Group. The representative of the Lumio Safety Group sent out Pinsir, Big Choomper. There's a Pokeball just sitting on the ground. Or at least there was. Choomper is dead. Onyx. That's bad for me. Alright. Also. Revive. There. And dead. Oh, wow. Fuck, he dug. Also, I need to heal Choomper. You. Okay. Yikes! I've got no comeback to a sound beating like that. He just went, yeah, that's fair. Where did you two come from? You're so strong. But we'll uncover the evil deeds of Quasartico someday. You haven't seen The Last of Us.
Yes, I have, and I thought the first season was pretty good.
It's what every defeated villain says. His originality wasn't their strong suit. Scolipede is pretty strong though, eh?
Thanks for the help, Arrowhead. Glad you came when you did. I was at a loss for how to handle that many people. And thank you too, Corbeau, sir.
Don't worry about it. Couldn't have you getting injured. Otherwise, we'd have to wait even longer to get our money. But then wouldn't that increase the interest for you? And then you want the interest to get better, to get bigger? Oh, whatever. Not that we'd mind you racking up more interest. Oh, I didn't even read that part. Yep, there. Yeah. I saw this debate I'm really curious about. Would you eat food Ratatouille makes for you even if he's a massive unvaccinated street rat that can talk? As long as he cleans his paws, I guess that would make sense. That, you know, it should be fine, but I don't know. I realize the point of the movie is that, you know, I actually don't remember what the point of Ratatouille was, but regardless, I think I'd be fine with it if I knew he was clean. Which I realize kind of is against the point, but, you know. That the whole thing is like, oh, well, it's a rat, but the food is probably really good. Besides, the West Syndicate deals in favors, not violence. You did try to beat me up as soon as I walked over there. I think the man just wants his money not to take too long. Yeah, makes sense. So, you there, Quasartico president lady. Was that what that rabbit was going on about? And the wild Pokemon are coming here because of Quasartico. Any truth to that? First, allow me to offer my thanks for your help. And what it is true is that we at Quasartico Inc. aim to make Lumio City into a place where people and Pokemon will coexist in harmony. However, we also know it is unreasonable to simply dream we can live alongside wild Pokemon with no protections needed. Our holotech encloses the wild Pokemon to keep Lumio's people safe, though I also hope to someday remove all such walls between us. Ratatouille knows proper etiquette to clean his hands, so it checks out he knows decent hygiene. Okay, then in that case, I would consider it at least. Considering that everyone in the movie seems to love his food. Yeah, I really hope that's all true. Also, you can't really see one of the things dangling off his glasses when it's like from the other side of the glass. I wonder if that's like a weird thing with how it's modeled in-game. It would be a shame for something to happen to this city. I do love this place in spite of everything. It doesn't even show like the arm of the glasses. Like, look at the left lens and you can't see like the other stuff through it, but you can see his face through it. I've been through here. Well, thanks for putting in a bit of overtime, kid. I'll be in touch. Honestly, the point of the movie was anyone can cook, but the common argument against eating stuff from Remy is not everyone should cook, though. Yeah, I can see that making sense. You are one of the other Pokemon trainers that Vinny reports to me about, I believe. And you stay with AZ at his hotel? Oh wait, I did the wrong accent. That. I hope you will continue to help us with keeping Lumio safe. I'll stick with President Jed and make sure she gets back okay. I'd ask Vinny to handle it, but apparently he's off dealing with some other urgent thing. Something about digging a hole? Anyway, why don't you head back to the hotel for now? I bet Lita's worried about you. I'm more focused on that giant denial symbol across the street. Giant denial symbol across the street. Hold on. Well, I guess that's funny coming from me, the one who's caused everyone all this worry. Giant denial oh! Oh yeah, the stop sign for the Holovator. I think that goes away if I do a side quest. I don't know which side quest, but a side quest. I already got one of them. Alright. Where now? Right, the hotel. Yeah. Yeah, you know, everyone can cook as long as they follow the recipe properly. And assuming the recipe, of course, is not terrible. Actually, before this, I'm gonna go see if I can get anything with all my screws. Buy some other canary plushes and get, like, some stuff going. Alright. There's a hologram canary to shield her from any weirdo fans, but before I knew it, I'd gotten hooked on playing the part. Oh, wait, no, the guy who sells stuff is outside.
I argue the reason you wouldn't want stuff he makes is that even though everyone in the movie enjoys it, your taste buds ain't the same as anyone else. That's true. That said, I would be interested in at least trying some of that stuff. Alright, I've got 11 screws, okay. So basically I can increase the number of XP, prize money received from battles, which isn't really much in the first place, Mega Shards, less likely to black out, and succeed at catching Pokemon. And I can take this and the Red Canary one. A Blue Canary plush, eh? I hear those help you catch Pokemon more easily. And a red one, why not? Unless... I mean, having these to catch Pokemon is useful, I just don't have a lot of trouble with that at the moment. Yep, Red Canary, I get a lot more XP. Is there a level 4 one? Nope, okay. Why'd you come talk to me then? I don't know. Let's go! Yahoo! Imagine they argue auto-battling and catching would be good ideas for accessibility purposes. I mean, I don't really like auto-battling. Here's my thought on auto-battling. If I'm ever at a point in the game where I want to auto-battle, I just don't want to play the game. So I think the solution isn't like a game should have auto-battling, it's what is causing people to want auto-battling? What is the thing in the system that makes it like a problem? And going from there to figure things out. You're back, Arrowhead. You think that was our last job for the Rust Syndicate? Probably not. Because it's the mob. Either way, it sounds like the work they're giving you is just doing good deeds around Lumiose. But yeah, it's a kid's game. They're not gonna have you kill a guy. Yet. Huh. You were breaking Mega Crystals to help Pokemon and giving aid to people in need, right? Well, yeah, when you boil it down that way, it sounds like a plain old volunteer work. But wouldn't you think it's also innocent if you'd seen Corpo... But you wouldn't think it's also innocent if you'd seen Corpo when he got angry. He's terrifying. What's that got to do with anything? Hey, good work today. There's something I'd like to discuss. Stop by our office. Alone, please. Now, point, if the comment is so boring and tedious that people go actively out of the way to skip it, that's part of the problem. I don't see auto-battling as a solution. I think that's just a symptom of a problem. You need to, like, look further into what in the gameplay is so, like, lethargic that you've got to, that people really were like, oh, I just want to skip this. Like, look at Monster Hunter, for example. No one's asking for Monster Hunter to just be like, oh, we can just auto-battle and get through it. Because people generally like the gameplay of Monster Hunter, or Risk of Rain, or stuff like that. And then you have things where it's like, people are like, oh, I want to be able to auto-battle in this. And it's like, okay, but auto-battling then isn't, like, that's not going to help. Like, the game should be fun to play. I understand, like, you know, let's say you're farming a certain thing and it's taking a bunch of attempts. At that point, you know, understandable. I could see why someone would theoretically want to just, like, tap through a bunch of screens and get through it. But for me, I feel like having auto-battling does not make the game better, it just shows why it's worse. I'll be waiting. Was that the Rust Syndicate calling you in? Yep. What if I lied there? What if I just said no? I knew it. I don't know what kind of bad luck gets you caught up in so much stuff, Arrowhead. How about you two keep putting me in things? Notice this problem with Skullgirls Mobile. Same with games like Acecraft, because the gameplay loop for Acecraft is boring. Exactly. Like, auto-battling... I can understand it where, you know, you're grinding a lot, like I said, but... yeah, that's really just a sign that the gameplay loop has a problem in it. Or, you know, I think there's also the argument of, like, you know, gamers will always, like, optimize the fun of anything. If you give them the option to auto-battle, that's already kind of a bad sign in my eyes. Where it's like, oh, you can have the game play itself for you. And
Sure, you could have things like Uma Musume, where the whole point is that it's supposed to be able to play itself, like the horses, I mean. Because you're supposed to train them to do the thing, or like Final Fantasy 13 technically is auto-battling, but like it's you setting them up to be able to do that properly is part of the gameplay. But, you know, it's... I would say generally I'm not huge in auto-battling. Sorry I can't do more than cross my fingers and hope you get back safely. Alright, back to the mob. I should probably heal my Pokemon a little bit before I go to fight the mob. Skullgirls Mobile allows you to skip character-specific daily events just to get the randomized rewards. It has even auto-battle feature during fights to speed up the game. Yeah, I don't know. Bonjour, we got a Pokemon Center, yeah. Yeah, I just feel like if I'm tempted to do that, then there's some kind of issue there, you know? Honestly, I do respect games more that don't have an auto-battle feature than ones that do, for the most part. All good. Alright, where am I going? Yeah. Yes. Travel. Thing is, Skullgirls Mobile allows you to play effectively play with that CPU edition because you can override the auto battle by just doing normal inputs. Okay, that kind of makes sense. But yeah, you know, it's like I can understand that, you know, for efficiency's sake you want to get stuff done quickly, but I don't know. We've been waiting for you. Now then, into the elevator, please. You can, of course, disable this auto feature that they introduce you to level 5 end of the tutorial. Okay. At least there's that, yeah. He's here, boss. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, what's up? You are one interesting kid, aren't you? Running odd jobs to help a friend, calming down rogue Pokemon. It's all pretty impressive. More than anything, I love that you can hold your own in battle. In a battle, yeah. So I've decided you're done working for us. I'll clear all the interest, as promised. Okay, what's the catch? Well, that's not actually why I called you here. You see, I want to have a proper no-holds-barred battle with you. That's it? Oh, okay, so he's a promotion match guy. Next promotion match has been announced, Corbo. They should have made him rank C. C for Corbo. I thought that... Alright, whatever. Trainer wins when promoted to rank C. You know how it goes. I really need to change that picture to like an actual jacket. Skullgirls Mobile suffers from the fact that people optimize the back and forth nature of things like the prize fight mode that just have everyone immortal in one shot with their prestige level 30, level 60 diamond variants. Wait, Skullgirls is a fighting game, but it has like levels like an RPG? I didn't know that actually. And I thought it was a fighting game at least. Now isn't that interesting? You're my next opponent in the ZA Royale. Fate itself is telling us we need to battle. Right you are, boss. Reaching rank C. For Oh, do you have a challenges ticket? Not just yet. Oh, that's too bad. Well, then go have some fun in the ZA Royale. I'll be waiting here. Alright guys, time to stomp some children. Skullgirls Mobile is a fighting RPG. The one on console PC is a standard fighting game. Okay, that explains it. Yeah. Because I've seen gameplay of it, and I thought it was just like, oh, it's like a fighting game. And it's like... I do think the concept of a fighting game RPG is kind of cool. Like, you could, like, unlock different combos or, like, change things with equipment. I think that could be kind of a cool idea for a game. Anyway, yeah, go change it to nighttime, then... Man, is it Silent Hill or something? Why is it so foggy around here? What Yakuza sub-story did I just walk into? How many times have I gotta tell ya? There's no Pokemon stronger than my Arbok, see? Yeah. Shaw. The scariest thing about it is a silly pattern on its belly. Glalie is a million times gnarlier. I gotta be honest, I don't want to be bitten by Glalie. Or anything else that's like all mouth. Yeah, what are you looking at? Actually, you're gonna help us sort this out. All you gotta do is face us in battle. Easy, right? First, it'll be one of your Pokemon against my Arbok, one-on-one. And same deal with him. One of your Pokemon versus his Glalie. It's decided. We'll decide one and for all which of our Pokemon is stronger by battling you. Cool. Give me 8 hours. And I'll do that eventually. Where's a bench? I need a bench. There. Unfortunately, the Beowulf TOD is carried between games. Just the character gimmick being endless unbreakable grab sucks to play against. Oh, grab characters are a bitch to fight. It's like a Gengar with a wiffle ball cage. Yep. He does kind of look like that, yeah. Like he got, like that's his prison. Battle zone activated. But yeah, grab characters, like, there's this one guy in Melty Blood, back when I played that, could not beat the guy, because not only could he grab, but he had, like, a lunge grab, so he could, like, just take you out from a distance. Oh, fuck! Alright, hey, Ghastly. Crunch. Ow. There we go. Alright. Where's the... there. Alright, let's kill. 38,000 points. There we go. Press the advantage. Stab him. There we go. Okay, that's not that small amount of points. Alright, I can do that. What if I can get around this guy and just kind of... There we go, he's dead immediately. Perfect. Beowulf's an in-your-face grappler, entire gimmick that at each throw he lands or air finisher he lands. He gains 1 hype stack per air finish or successful grab, 3 stacks he can activate hype mode. Oh, that sounds like a nightmare. I'm bad at playing grab characters. I am additionally bad at playing against grab characters.
Wait, that was enough to kill him? And he had a spare, just in case. There we go. Not gonna lie, completely forgot already that I even beat the second guy. Confused. Do I even... I think Gardevoir probably knows Confuse. The Helioptisk over there. Ooh, Dark type moves. Okay. There we go. Perfect. My neck trick. For my neck trick... Hey, some of these busters do extra damage whilst he's in hype too. Oh, that's fucked. That's crazy mode. There we go. Oh, fuck, this was a bad idea. Hold on. There we go. Ace Trainer Charlie. Wow, one was all it took. Phil usually is positive after the grab, so you're forced to block afterwards, but all of his busters except the fact that one of them is the launch attack. Oh, and he can air juggle you and air grab. Right? That... Oh, that sounds toxic. Oh, I should probably heal my Pokemon. Alright. All of his blockbusters are unblockable grabs to make it a nightmare fight. Can you at least, like, stun him out of it? Like, if you were to, like, hit him during the grab, would it knock him out of the grab? Before it lands, obviously. Nope, 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 fuck. Okay, I kind of fucked that one up, but still. Fucking Stunfisk. Punch him harder. Throw ice at him. No, his grab busters are fully invincible and have him slide a bit for extra reach, so your best option is attempt to dodge. Oh my god. And you said that's like the same in both mobile and the console version, so it always hurts? Good god. Okay. Let's see, where else can I go? Who else here is someone I can kill?
See, is this anything worth points? 10 times? I could do that 10 times. Be a lot of coins. What is this Sachi? He does hella damage. If I run and hide enough, then I can come back and hit him with the first blow, knocking her out immediately. Oh wait, no, Metacham's a fighting psychic type. Okay, never mind. Well, I completed a quest. There we go. Excellent. I'll be done with this momentarily. It'll be fine. Second Encore doesn't have the status debuffs like the mobile RPG. The mobile RPG has stun applications, but they only take effect once the Buster animation is over, so they whiff somehow. I feel like you could invent, like, I don't know, like new insults just solely based on people who main Beowulf. Based on what you're based on what you make it sound like. Emolga. I won't even need all the points. I just need to get the points. That's all I need. He can throw these out in the middle of a block string for extra mix. Oh, fuck. So did they... Was the goal to make him incredibly broken, or did they think... is there, like, a character that counters him, or, like... Or is he just meant to essentially be, like, the Gojo of... fucking... Alright, just turn around, and everything will be fine. You need her to turn around so I can kill her friend. No one ever sees the giant crocodile. One time I stunned him at the same time he grabbed me, but the stun duration ended before the Buster did. Oh, that sucks. Never noticed how Gardevoir had like such small feet. They're like little needles. This is certainly more likely than this one. Ooh. Oof. Fuck! One thing is that his backdash and forward dash have horrifically low range, recovery, and distance, so you have to catch him dashing. Okay. If you can keep him dodging, then theoretically you can, like... Or, like, get distance, you can potentially wear him out. I'm getting there. Alright. Excellent. There's one.
She won't notice if I come at her from over here. There we go. Just pray your encounter. You kind of want a second encore, but if you do go against one in the RPG, there are many strategies. Okay. There we go. All right. Hey, there's another screw over there. Is he dead immediately? Wow, he's dead immediately. Wow. I killed them both with the same move. But we're just an adversary lower power scaling. Beowulf is just a world champion human wrestler, former veteran that has killed 2 gods, 1 giant, while knocking out hordes of the undead. Yeah, he sounds pretty strong, but I'm guessing, based on the way you phrased that, that's not quite, like, strongest ever in the series. Now, if she'll turn around, I can just shoot her from the thing. Fuck! She reminded me that I exist. There we go. Man, I could be mega evolving and I'm just not doing it. There we go. Feanor is slightly above average human. In the lore, the strongest playable characters are Umbrella, Marie, Double, and Elisa. That's cool. Alright. Just a little more and I'll have this done. Is there anyone else around who I have not kicked the shit out of yet? There we go. I've probably leveled up now. Or at least hit enough to do the thing. Alright. There we go. Eliza. Okay, Eliza. Gotcha. That's right. Sekhmet will get very angry otherwise. I would never want to anger Sekhmet. Alright, got the challenge ticket. Unfortunately, I probably have to end things here. Because I don't really have enough time to, like, do the rest of what I assume is the mob thing. But, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Airhead, your favorite YouTuber Android. My next stream is tomorrow. I get back to Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm not sure if I'll finish it. I don't think I have the time for that. But I will at least get further than I am. And I have to see you all there. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. And goodbye for now.